Did you know that most drivers unknowingly make mistakes that can wear out their automatic car faster? Are you guilty of these bad habits? In today's video, we're breaking down 12 things you should never do in an automatic car. And make sure to watch till the end. I've got a bonus tip that could save you thousands in repairs and keep your car running smoothly for years. Let's dive in. Number 1. Stop driving on low gas. It's hurting your car. You might think running on low fuel is no big deal, but it's actually one of the worst things you can do to an automatic car. Here's why. Modern cars rely on an electric fuel pump located inside the gas tank. This pump needs fuel to stay lubricated and cool. When you drive with less than a quarter tank, the pump isn't fully submerged, leading to overheating and premature wear, an expensive repair that can cost you hundreds. But that's not all. Over time, dirt and debris settle at the bottom of your tank. Running on low fuel forces your pump to pull from this contaminated layer, clogging your fuel filter, damaging injectors, and reducing engine performance. And if you run out of gas completely, that's even worse. Air pockets can form in the fuel lines, messing with your car's pressure system and causing misfires, power loss, and long-term fuel system damage. The fix is simple. Always refill before your tank drops below a quarter. Not only will this extend your car's lifespan, but it'll also save you from costly breakdowns and unexpected repairs. Number 2. Stop coasting in neutral. It's hurting your car and safety. Think coasting in neutral saves fuel? Think again. This habit can actually damage your transmission and put you at risk on the road. Modern automatic transmissions are designed to stay in gear, even when slowing down. When you shift to neutral, you disrupt the lubrication and hydraulic systems that keep everything running smoothly. Over time, this can lead to premature wear and costly transmission repairs. Safety is another major concern. When your car is in gear, engine braking helps slow you down without overworking your brakes, especially on long descents. In neutral, you lose that control, putting extra strain on your brakes and increasing the risk of failure in critical situations. And if you need to accelerate suddenly, shifting from neutral back into drive causes a delay that could be the difference between avoiding an accident and getting into one. Still think you're saving fuel? Modern fuel-injected cars actually use less gas when coasting in gear than when idling in neutral. So not only is coasting ineffective for saving fuel, but it could also be doing more harm than good. The best practice? Keep your car in gear and let the transmission do what it was designed to do. Protect your engine, brakes, and safety. Number 3. Stop doing hard launches. It's wrecking your car. Mashing the gas from a dead stop might feel thrilling, but it's one of the fastest ways to damage your automatic car. Unlike manual transmissions, which allow for controlled clutch engagement, automatics are designed for smooth power delivery, not brutal takeoffs. Hard launches put extreme stress on your torque converter, transmission gears, and drivetrain. The sudden surge of power causes overheating and premature wear, reducing efficiency and leading to costly repairs. Even worse, the transmission fluid, critical for cooling and lubrication, breaks down faster, increasing the risk of slipping gears and long-term transmission failure. And it's not just your transmission at risk. Your drivetrain, including the drive shaft, axles, and differential, wasn't built to handle the shock of aggressive launches. Repeated stress can lead to broken axles or differential damage, repairs that can cost thousands. Plus, those rapid bursts of power chew through your tires, forcing you into replacements sooner than expected. Automatic transmissions are built for durability, but only if treated with care. To keep your car running smoothly and avoid expensive repairs, ease into acceleration instead of slamming the gas. Number 4. Don't drive without warming up. Your engine needs it. Jumping in and hitting the road right away might save you time, but it's slowly damaging your engine, especially in colder weather. When your engine is cold, the oil inside is thick and hasn't fully circulated yet. This means critical parts like the pistons, cylinders, and valve train are running with less lubrication, increasing wear and tear. For automatic cars, the problem is even worse. Your transmission fluid needs time to warm up and reach the right viscosity for smooth shifting. If you drive off immediately, the thicker fluid struggles to engage gears properly, leading to rough shifts, delayed acceleration, and potential long-term damage. Over time, This added stress can degrade the fluid and shorten your transmission's lifespan. And it's not just mechanical wear. Your car also burns more fuel when cold. Modern engines use a richer air-fuel mixture at startup, making them less efficient. Driving too soon forces the engine to work harder in this inefficient state, leading to higher fuel consumption and increased emissions. The solution? Give your engine 30 seconds to a minute to warm up before driving, especially in cold weather. This small habit can save you from costly repairs and keep your car running smoothly for years to come. Number 5. Stop sitting and drive. It's hurting your car. Waiting in your car with the engine running and the gear in drive might seem harmless, but it's actually putting unnecessary strain on your transmission and brakes. When in drive, your automatic transmission remains engaged, and the engine keeps sending power to the wheels, even if you're holding the brake. This constant engagement causes the transmission fluid to heat up, reducing its ability to lubricate and cool critical components. Over time, repeated overheating can lead to premature wear, shifting issues, and even total transmission failure. Your brakes also suffer. Keeping the car still into your drive puts continuous pressure on the brake pads, increasing wear and generating excess heat that can reduce braking efficiency. Beyond mechanical damage, this habit also poses a safety risk. If your foot accidentally slips off the brake, the car could lurch forward unexpectedly, endangering pedestrians, other vehicles, or even yourself. This is especially risky in stop-and-go traffic or crowded areas. The fix is simple. If you're stopping for more than a few seconds, shift into park or neutral and engage the parking brake. It'll help protect your transmission, extend your brake life, and make your car safer to drive. Number 6. Stop resting your hand on the gear stick. Here's why. Resting your hand on the gear stick might seem like a harmless habit, but it's actually putting unnecessary stress on your transmission. While the gear stick in an automatic car is mainly used to select drive modes, it's directly connected to the shift linkage, delicate components that control gear engagement. Even light pressure can cause misalignments or premature wear over time. One of the biggest risks is damaging the shift linkage or control mechanisms inside the transmission. The gear stick may feel solid, but it's not designed to handle constant pressure. Over time, this habit can create slack in the linkage, leading to difficulty shifting gears or, in severe cases, expensive transmission repairs. Beyond mechanical wear, resting your hand on the gear stick also affects your driving posture. Keeping one hand there means you're not maintaining full control of the steering wheel, reducing reaction time in emergency situations. Quick maneuvers become harder when your focus isn't where it should be. The fix is simple. Only touch the gear stick when you actually need to change gears. Once you've shifted into drive, keep both hands on the wheel or rest them in your lap. It's a small habit change that can prevent costly repairs and make you a safer driver. Number 7. Never shift between drive modes while moving. Here's why. Switching gears while your car is in motion might seem like a minor action, but it can cause serious transmission damage. Automatic transmissions are designed to engage gears based on your selected mode, and shifting abruptly while driving disrupts this balance. The result? A harsh mechanical shock that puts excessive strain on your transmission system. One of the most vulnerable parts in this scenario is the transmission's clutch packs or bands, which are responsible for engaging and disengaging gears. Forcing a shift while moving puts extreme pressure on these components, accelerating wear and potentially leading to complete failure. Beyond mechanical damage, shifting modes on the move also affects the transmission fluid's ability to circulate properly. Transmission fluid plays a critical role in cooling and lubricating internal components, and abrupt shifts can lead to overheating, reduced lubrication, and long-term internal damage. Another major risk comes from attempting to shift into park while the car is still in motion. This can damage or break the parking pawl, the small but vital component that locks the transmission when parked. If it fails, your car may roll unexpectedly, creating a serious safety hazard. From a control standpoint, sudden shifts, like switching into reverse while moving forward, can cause the wheels to momentarily lock, increasing the risk of skidding or losing control. This puts not just you, but other drivers at risk. To protect your transmission and drive safely, Always bring your car to a complete stop before changing gears. It's a simple habit that can save you from costly repairs and dangerous situations. Number 8. Never shift into park while moving. Here's why. Your car's park mode isn't designed to stop a moving vehicle. It's meant to lock the transmission when the car is stationary. Engaging park while in motion forces the parking pawl, a small metal component inside the transmission, to attempt to lock against rotating gears. This creates extreme stress, which can lead to severe damage or even complete breakage. If the parking pawl fails, your car may no longer stay securely in place when parked, increasing the risk of it rolling unexpectedly. Repairing or replacing this component isn't just costly, it can also require extensive transmission work, making it a time-consuming fix. Beyond damaging the pawl, forcing park while moving can also harm other transmission components, including the gear teeth and shift linkage. These repairs can quickly add up, making a simple mistake an expensive one. From a safety perspective, switching to park while driving can cause the wheels to lock suddenly, increasing the risk of skidding or losing control, especially on wet or icy roads. This puts both you and other drivers in danger. To avoid unnecessary damage and safety risks, always bring your car to a complete stop before shifting into park. It's a simple habit that can save your transmission and prevent accidents. Number 9. Always use the emergency brake. Here's why. Skipping the emergency brake might not seem like a big deal, especially on flat ground, but over time, this habit can lead to costly damage and safety risks. The emergency brake isn't just for emergencies. It plays a crucial role in protecting your transmission and preventing unintended movement. When you shift into park, a small metal component called the parking pawl locks the transmission to keep your car stationary. Without the emergency brake, all of your vehicle's weight rests on this tiny part. Over time, this stress can weaken or even break the pawl, leading to potential rollaway risks, especially on inclines. Relying only on the park gear also puts unnecessary strain on other transmission components, increasing wear and tear. Engaging the emergency brake takes that pressure off the transmission, holding the car in place mechanically rather than depending on internal parts. From a safety standpoint, the emergency brake acts as a backup system. If the parking pawl fails or your car is bumped, the emergency brake ensures your vehicle stays securely in place. This is especially critical on slopes or uneven terrain, where a rolling car can pose serious danger. To protect both your car and safety, make it a habit to engage the emergency brake every time you park, even on level ground. It's a simple step that can prevent costly repairs and unexpected accidents. Number 10. Never leave your car in neutral in traffic. Here's why. Shifting into neutral while stopped in traffic might seem like a way to ease stress on your car, but it actually creates safety risks and mechanical strain. Unlike drive, where the transmission stays engaged and ready to move, neutral disconnects the engine's power from the wheels, leaving you vulnerable in critical moments. One of the biggest risks? Loss of control. If an emergency arises, like another vehicle swerving towards you, you won't be able to accelerate quickly to avoid danger. That extra second spent shifting back into drive could be the difference between a close call and a collision. Mechanically, leaving your car in neutral forces your brakes to work harder. In drive, the engine provides a small amount of resistance, engine braking, helping keep the car stationary. In neutral, that resistance is gone, forcing your brakes to do all the work, leading to faster brake pad wear and reduced braking efficiency, especially on inclines. Constantly shifting between neutral and drive in stop-and-go traffic also adds unnecessary strain to your transmission's shift linkage and fluid system. Automatic transmissions are designed to operate smoothly in drive, and frequent gear changes can disrupt fluid circulation, increasing the risk of overheating and premature wear. For maximum safety and longevity, keep your car in drive while stopped and use the brake to hold your position. It's the best way to stay prepared, protect your brakes, and extend your transmission's lifespan. Number 11. Water in your transmission can ruin your car. Here's why. Getting water into your transmission is one of the most damaging mistakes you can make, and it could lead to catastrophic failure. Your transmission is a sealed system that relies on specialized transmission fluid for lubrication, cooling, and smooth operation. When water mixes with this fluid, it contaminates it, reducing lubrication, increasing friction, and leading to severe internal damage. One of the most common ways water enters a transmission is driving through floods or deep water. Most modern cars have vents and seals to prevent debris from entering while allowing for thermal expansion. However, if submerged, these vents can allow water to seep in, especially if the car sits in standing water for too long. The immediate danger? Water causes the transmission fluid to break down, leading to overheating, burnt clutches, and damaged gears. Over time, this contamination can destroy valve bodies, corrode metal components, and ruin the entire transmission, resulting in repairs that cost thousands of dollars. Corrosion is another major issue. The transmission contains metal parts like gears and bearings. When water mixes with transmission fluid, it creates a corrosive environment, accelerating rust and internal wear, shortening your transmission's lifespan significantly. How do you avoid this? Never drive through water deep enough to submerge your transmission or engine bay. If you suspect water contamination, don't take chances. Get your vehicle inspected immediately to prevent costly repairs. Number 12. Using 2 feet while driving an automatic? Here's why it's a bad idea. Driving an automatic car with 2 feet might seem like a way to stay in control, but it actually creates serious risks, both for your safety and your car's mechanics. Unlike manual cars, automatics are designed for 1-foot operation, with your right foot controlling both the gas and brake. One of the biggest dangers of using 2 feet is the risk of unintentional braking while accelerating. Even slight pressure on the brake while pressing the gas confuses modern vehicle sensors, leading to erratic gear shifts, overheating brakes, and unnecessary wear on the transmission. Many modern cars detect brake and throttle use together as a system error, potentially limiting power when you need it most. Another issue? Brake overheating and failure. Keeping your left foot lightly on the brake while driving, also known as riding the brakes, generates excess heat, causing faster brake pad wear and reduced braking efficiency, a serious risk in emergency situations. Speaking of emergencies, using both feet can actually slow your reaction time. In a panic situation, your brain might send mixed signals, pressing both pedals at once, or even hitting the wrong one. This hesitation can increase the chances of an accident instead of preventing one. From a mechanical standpoint, resting your foot on the brake while driving causes unnecessary wear on the brake pads, rotors, and calipers, leading to costly repairs. Over time, this habit can shorten your braking system's lifespan and affect your car's performance. For safe and smooth driving, always use only your right foot for both gas and brake. This ensures better control, quicker reaction times, and less strain on your vehicle's components, keeping both you and your car in top shape.